everyone, welcome back. Thanks for tuning in. I've got a great, fun, fabulous 12 by 12 layout to share with you today using some beautiful products from Pink Paisley. I think it's their Moonstruck collection. I am doing this as part of the Scrap and Clearly design team, which is a fabulous little online store. Well, actually they have a bricks and mortar store, but I shop with them online in Australia. And so I just wanted to have some fun today and do a really quick and easy layout for you. So to begin with, I've just started by mounting a 4x6 horizontal photo in just a really thin border. And then I had a bit of an idea about fussy cutting all those roses out. So you're going to have to bear with me there whilst that's all happening. I had a bit of a scrap left over there, and it's always important to use your scraps up, so I thought I'd just mount that underneath to give that little bit of an edge on the bit of a double mounted bordery effect. Obviously my words aren't working really well this evening. And then I just began fussy cutting those roses out. That cardstock is just stunning, and that script is beautiful, and I can't wait to use it on a layout. The right layout idea hasn't come to me. But these roses are, they're realistic and lifelike, and, they're magical, and I just wanted to incorporate them in some way throughout this layout. And actually, when fussy cutting them and thinking about it, it ended up taking over and becoming a real feature of the layout. I just love that base page I've chosen. It's the number 5 in the Moonstruck collection, isn't it? It's just a gorgeous, really magical piece, and it's a good piece to use a photo that has a black background. I find it really challenging to use photos with black or dark backgrounds on my papers because it doesn't blend in. Well, it's not easy to blend them in with your papers and your embellishments. I have a daughter that dances, and for some reason at the Eisteddfod they always have black curtains, and at the end of year for the photographs they always use these gorgeous black backdrops, and I'm looking at them going, what cardstock can I possibly use with that other than really dark colours to highlight them? Occasionally I'll pull her aside and we'll have a white wall somewhere and I'll grab some photos that way, but I find it really challenging to scrapbook with really dark backgrounds, and it takes paper like this one, really dark and navy and intimate, to try and get me to use one of those photos. So if you've got some ideas about how you use your dark background photos on your layouts, I'd love to hear about them. So please write them in the comments, because I would really love to know. I'm open for any tips, any ideas. It would be fabulous. So as you can see, I fussy cut all those roses, which took a little bit of time. But I think it was worth it in the end, because look how already you can see that it's just sort of, encapsulating my photo and giving it that really girly, intimate feel. And yeah, it's starting to come together already. This was a nice quick one for me. For some reason, I just had this idea in my head and I just wanted to run with it. So I'm just flicking through the ephemera pack, which is just stunning. And it has a mix of butterflies, tabs, tags, titles, lots of beautiful things. I find though with the ephemera packs these days, they've got lots of big things. They don't have lots of little things. There was a real time where you'd open an ephemera pack and all these tiny little bits and bobs would fall out everywhere, which was so wonderful just to, add those little features on. But I don't know about you, but I don't tend to find those in the ephemera packs anymore. We usually have to buy the little puffy stickers or, punch out our own little things to try and get those little effects. So fingers crossed the cycle will come around again and everyone will want little things back in their ephemera packs, just for my benefit. So at this stage I kind of had a bit of an idea, yep, this is where I'm going, but I wanted to make it a little bit more, you know, mystical and magical. So using some white gesso, I just got a foam sponge and just dabbed around. I just want to give the kind of a soft effect, maybe some clouds, or, you know, we're up in the sky and we're having a good time. So I just put that little bit of gesso on there, and I thought that really gave that effect and blended in that moon and cloud quite well. Tuck that cute little butterfly in there using some foam mounted little dots that I had, and puffed up the little wings just to give it a bit of dimension. And then I just thought, yep, I know where I want to stick, so let's get sticking it all down. The glue that I'm using there is just some Ranger glossy accents. I find it's got a really fine tip, so it's really handy to use those little things. Most of the time I just use double-sided tape, which is nice because it's a little bit repositionable for a while, so it's a little bit forgiving on me when my eyes are a bit crooked and I'm trying to center my layouts, or the flower's not going where it's meant to be, so I enjoy using the Express It double-sided tape there, nice and easy for me to use. Yeah, so I'm just now finishing all that mounting off and going to set my main cluster down and tuck that gorgeous little bottle green and gold tag in at the top there. Once again, I've pulled out my trusty gorgeous gold scallop tape that I absolutely adore, and thought I'd put a little border there. That little tape's not available in the Scrap and Clearly store. I wish it was, or if it is, I haven't found it. If it can be, that would be wonderful because I'm running low. But again, I just love it. But see, it's just made that little bit more softer effect on that end there and made it a little bit more magical. That gorgeous gold butterfly had to go on there somewhere. It's lovely. It's quite large, but it's lovely and sparkly and intimate. So there I popped it on and puffed up its little wings and added my little Dreamy title there. The other thing that I'm about to use is the American Crafts what do they call them? The thickers, and that is the Dream thickers, and I think that was part of the Paige Laurie Evans Take Me Away collection. So if you're looking for those, maybe type in Paige Laurie Evans collection and you might be able to find those. They definitely only recently came into the Scrap and Clearly store, so if you're online you can pop there and it will be in the new releases there. I just thought I'm going to need to add some extra little bit of softness around the photo and a space to add some journaling, and I thought the gesso technique there, giving that cloud effect, would be a great idea. So I've just finished off with popping that on there, and then I've just grabbed the puffy stickers, and I just really love that little puffy heart. It was so cute. It had to go on somewhere, and I found that perfect spot there above the rose. With the Dreamy, I did want the title and I wanted to tie in a little bit more gold, so I grabbed those gorgeous puffy thicker leaf clusters and just tuck them in behind those roses, just to give a little bit more dimension and sort of fill it in a little bit more, making it a little bit more magical and sort of sinking her back into the cluster. As you can see, the more I seem to build around that photo, the more she just sort of gets, you know, drawn into that little intimate world that she's enjoying there. This photo is of my daughter and our little puppy Elsa, and they were just setting up the Christmas light box that we have for Christmas, and I think in it said peace, joy and love, which was lovely, and she was just sitting there enjoying it, and I got to capture that little moment, and it was so nice when it turned out that it just really highlighted her face and our little puppy's face, a special little moment. So I want to thank you. I hope you like the layout. I'm just adding some Heidi Swap colour shine there just to finish up. Please subscribe and give me a thumbs up if you like it, and I'll touch base with you guys again really soon. Check out the sneak peek at the end of the clip, and have a fabulous day. Take care. Bye.